Hey guys, how's it going? Masterbucks here, and welcome to the 10th episode of Season 4, Southend United Road to Glory Career Mode. And again, this video should be coming up probably either at the exact same time as all the other ones, or this, or maybe like an hour or two. I might space them out in between. But yeah, guys, either way, we do have a game against Bristol City here. I think this is in the FA Cup. I really haven't been paying a lot of attention to the screen, but pretty early on here, we've got something against Roas, or what am I trying to say? Roas has got the ball and gives it straight off to Yassine Benzia. 3 minutes. Don't even care, just gave it straight off to him. And Roas is going to celebrate with the Frozen Man celebration, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's, I don't know, maybe you can call it like the 9 AM or the 9 PM celebration. Like, you know, he's doing the big clock shot. I don't fucking know. But, like, yeah, this is just a funny glitch I thought I'd show you. But Benzia is just, like, after a while, just sort of clapping his hands like, okay, man, come on, let's go. Let's get it. Because I actually did get stuck here for, like, I kind of skipped about a minute or so. But, yeah, Benzia takes about, and yes, we got the replay. The game did not freeze, and we're still in it. So, yeah, after 3 minutes, a goal, yeah, against Bristol City, so that wasn't too bad. And have a look at this. Right from a kickoff, where are their defenders? They're back four against our attacking four. Giuseppe Muro, he does the exact same thing. And Roas, please don't do your 9 AM or 9 PM celebration, man. Don't do your Frozen Man. Just celebrate, get it done. Yes, thank you. So in the 9th minute, we scored 2 goals. Ridiculous stuff. And Yassine Benzia with another shot and another goal. 20 minutes and 3 goals. Incredible stuff. Yassine Benzia, his 16th goal for the season, I should say. I normally say for the year instead of for the season. I think it's a weird one. But either way, Leauge getting a red card. Look at that. Look at all the activity in that one half. All the goals, even all the negative shit was going against us. We were just there was no other team in this game at that point. But yeah, pretty early on, like in the first 5 minutes of the second half, Pittman scored a goal for Bristol City, and of course, I was like, look, I'm just going to go about it the exact same way I have been. Roas with a cross, can't get it in a Bostock, and I don't know if that was Muro or Benzia that tried to hit it on the volley. Awkward angle, but couldn't get it in. But 65th minute, Baldock, save, and wouldn't you know it, it fell right back to Adamoa, or whatever, however you pronounce it, I don't care. 67th minute, they got a second, and now the realisation, oh crap, if they score one more goal, that's it, and that's it. He's hit the post. Davies has hit the bloody post in the 83rd minute, and I've cocked up a 3-0 lead against Bristol freaking City. So I wasn't too happy about it, and right at the after conceding that second, or that last goal, we just got the ball back, got it in a Roas, and Roas just took care of itself. Roas and Benzia in this game were just so vital. They scored like, what, all the goals? Yeah, all the goals. Benzia got a hat-trick. Roas with like 3 assists and a goal to himself. We finally, thank God, we were able to not take that to another game. We just beat Bristol City. Heartbreak for their fans, considering it was at their ground. But yeah, that FA Cup game, I gave 1 vote to Muro, 2 votes to Yassine Benzia, and 3 votes to Roas. But I know, despite the fact that Benzia actually got a hat trick, I think Roas got a goal himself. He got like 3, or maybe even he got like 3 assists, all of them going to Benzia, I believe. And yeah, he just was very good for the entirety of the game. And as you saw before, or should I say, Monaco FC actually accepted our offer, or our 1 million plus Maloney for Napolis Mendy, and Mendy accepted the contract we gave him, and that's the first signing of January 2016, which is not too bad. We're only not too bad considering that, yeah, he's a 75 rated centre defensive midfielder, and he's only 23 years of age. I know that's not too young considering some of the players that are already in my team, but he's definitely, like, he fits in quite well, and I think it's good to have a little bit of depth now in that centre defensive midfield, because like I said before in the previous episode, what am I trying to say? In the previous episode, I actually talked about my depth in centre defensive midfield. I've got Toko, who is my starter, and I've got really like only one other player that could play as a centre defensive midfielder in a first team, like in a team that's first team quality, and that's Leon Goretzka, and he's normally playing in the team anyway when Toko's on the field. But have a look at this. Some good passing again. Of course, we're against Bolton in the BPL here. And in the 20th minute, the first goal going to Filippo Boniperti. Not too bad. David Ngog was pretty dangerous when we came against Bolton last time. Again, don't forget, in the previous episode, we played Bolton, and we only just got an equaliser against them. And that, my friends, we're going to get a replay of this, is one of the best defensive edits I've ever seen. I think that was Nathan Arke. He dived and got his face in front of the face of the defender, or whatever, I don't know, or the attacker. He just dived in front of that ball and stopped the header from going in, which Forster would not have been able to deal with. And of course, as you can see, that we had no highlights for that second half because there really were none. And I also made a bit of a judgment call halfway through editing these videos that I'm going to try to cut down on the highlights that I show. I'm only going to show like all the goals and any really good highlights. But yeah, anyway, you can see here we've got, of course, we are starting to get offers for some players considering we are in the January transfer window. One of them was an 8.5 million offer from Barcelona for Leauge Shaw. And how much did we pay for Leauge Shaw at the beginning of this bloody series? Like $200,000. And now he's worth 8.5 apparently. It's ridiculous. And have a look at this too. Manchester City were going to bid for one of my players, Mitchell Weiser. My chief executive said I could get it for 17.5. No, fuck that. We're going to see if we can get it for 25 million. That's exact, because, you know, teams like Manchester City, Bayern Munich, and, you know, just maybe, and PSG, I would think that they would probably be the three teams. Yeah, if you do actually get like an offer for a player from one of those teams, you can go and just bid some absolutely ridiculous. You can throw some ridiculous counter offers at them, and they'll match it. They'll definitely match it, as we probably as I've proven before. But anyway, I've just got myself mumbling. But either way, Rhodes getting a goal, a chip goal. You can see Arcay sort of had the ball. He tried to deal with it. Didn't really deal with it well. He took a touch, but Rhodes just ran right back onto it. And Benzia was on the ball. He got tackled, but he tackled again. And look, Benzia's got some moves himself. He'll just have a shot. It's going to go straight to Begovic. And yeah, he just takes it with pretty easy hands. But Deulofeu, only 4 players back there. He'll do some movements. And Begovic again with an incredible save. It coming off of the post and back out again. And look at this. Is he offside? No, he's not. Yassine Benzia, but he's running the wrong way. It's an acute angle, so he frees up some space for himself around Shawcross. Beautifully done, Filippo Boniperti. And in the 31st minute, that's the equaliser. And now we go into half-time. At one goal apiece, so I think that's okay for now. We've still got an entire half to hopefully get one back. And look at this, Deulofeu on the ball, Wilkinson's in front of him, Matthias Johansson, who's a right back, is on the left side here. He's ran all the way to get this shot off and a score to put Southend United ahead against Stoke. Unbelievable gut running from Matthias Johansson. I don't know what led to him getting that far and to get on the complete opposite side of the ground of what he's meant to be on. It's probably some pretty bad positioning, but at least he's willing to work. And Benzia, doing what he always does, scores goals and puts it beyond any doubt, surely, with 83 minutes to go. But I'm not going to talk. Well, now I can talk because we won the game, but before I was not going to talk because I've conceded 2 goals in less than 5 minutes and, you know, absolutely fucked up a game. But still, a 9.7 rating for Yassine Benzia in that game. Fantastic stuff. And the votes for that game, I'm going to give 1 vote to Deulofeu, 2 votes to Yassine Benzia, and 3 to Matthias Johansson because he was doing some phenomenal stuff in this game. And look, we got an offer back from Man City, 20.5 million for Mitchell Weiser. And to be totally honest, I didn't really want to sell Mitchell Weiser. I didn't really want to sell a lot of the players that I've sold for an absolute bucket full of money. But, you know, it's unfortunately something that you got to do. If you can sell one player that you really like for a lot of money and you'll be able to bring in players more than one player that you'd really like, I think that's probably a fair sacrifice. And I decided, hey, that's cool with me. They counter-offered again for 22.5, so they wanted to save $500,000 because apparently $500,000 is quite a lot of money to Manchester City. But still, we got $19 million back from that actual sale. $22.5 million is what he went for. And now it's time for me to go on an absolute shopping spree. And the first player that I was going to get was Carvalhal because really, I kind of felt like I needed another right back. I've got Matthias Johansson, and then my second best right back at that point was like a 62 rated player. I think it was Ryan Leonard. So yeah, I definitely need to get another right back. And Carvalhal had some very nice physical attributes and some very good defending, of course. And like with most right backs, he had some pretty good like forward, like, you know, sort of some attacking stuff, like great crossing, really good. Yeah, no, he was just a really good right back. So at 78 rated and 24 years of age, I figured, hey, let's go for it. And yeah, so yeah, we're sending away offers. I was just going to concentrate on just Carvalhal at that point. I really hope I'm saying his name right because I probably said it, what, 5 times or maybe even like 6 or 7 times already. But yeah, he was the only player I was concentrating on until we eventually signed him. And then maybe I'd go out and try to buy another possibly big money player. I might even trade one of my, you know, real kick-ass free agents that I got this season. But have a look at that cross. Fantastically placed for Deulofeu, who just extends out a foot and, yeah, puts it in the net. So, at half-time, 1-0 up in the rain against Burnley in this FA Cup game. And hopefully we can take it a little bit further. Wallace, the one that's going to cross it into Charlie Austin. He heads it in. Toko's on the ball. My controller runs out of battery or just dies. And what do you think is going to happen here? Toko's on the ball. It's just sitting there. I connect, come back in the game. I know what's going to happen here. Immediately tackled, immediately passes, immediately shoots, and immediately is conceded a goal. Charlie Austin puts it in the 71st minute. Ridiculously inconvenient. You can just see on the replay, Toko's just standing there. He gets tackled, a pass, a shot. It's just undefendable. And it's a real... I know it's my fault for probably having low battery, but fuck, come on, man. And look at this. Austin again. Toko, it comes off his face. It deflects off his face and goes back in the net in the 80th minute. And, like, I cry every team. This is ridiculous. Like, that was one of the most bullshit results ever. After pretty much bossing the game, Charlie Austin scores 2 goals. One coming from my bloody battery dying, and the second coming from Toko not having the ability to adjust his head slightly to the left and get his face in front of it and head it away. I just don't know. I just don't know, but we're out of the FA Cup. Very disappointing, but hey, at least we got some good news. Carvalhal is actually accepting our offer. $6.5 million we're paying for him, paying him 35 grand a year. And, yeah, fuck, that's pretty... 35 grand a week. Jeez, that's ridiculous either way. But still, look at those physical attributes I was talking about. Beautiful stuff. And, of course, we've still got money. We're still in the transfer window, but we are getting pretty close to transfer deadline day. So I figured, hey, let's go for it. Memphis Depay, I was pretty interested in a winger. He was pretty highly rated, pretty young, and he was in the second year of his contract. And Christian Eriksen, a player which I have not picked up once in career mode, which is surprising, but considering he was so amazing in like FIFA 11 and FIFA 12. But yeah, in the last year of his contract, I decided I was just going to trade a player for him, not necessarily try to actually pay for him. And Joaquin Aramani, who don't get me wrong, he's a very young, very highly rated, and very expensive player. But I find myself not really using him a lot. I mean, he's 80 rated and 21 years of age, and I don't know why. I just really wanted to trade him for like an actual real player. Hey, it's my career mode. What do you? Don't judge me. But yeah, if I kept him, he probably would have grown. He probably would have got a lot more expensive. But I mean, considering that we're about to end this season, so what? It's considering we're about to end the season, I figured, hey, why not? And yeah, Memphis Depay, PSV actually accepted the 11.5 million, despite him being worth 14.5. Coutinho, you know, Inter Milan wanted another 10 million for him, so I wasn't going to chase that down. And look, Christian Eriksen, PSV were okay with it. I offered him a wage. He said, yep. And our first real signing, like our first big major signing, big name player, Christian Eriksen, is in Southend United. We're still at 4.5 stars, but look at this team. We got Carvalhal made, okay, all these transfers. This is what the team looks like after, now, you know, this is after the January transfer window. We're now in February, and this is how the team's looking. We've got freaking Carvalhal, we've got Eriksen, and now we've got Depay. 3 extremely good signings. Depay 78 rated, Carvalhal 78 rated, and Christian Eriksen 83 rated. And Christian Eriksen is still young, and at 83 rated, he could definitely get into height. Maybe he could break into the 85, 90 sort of overall by the end of the season. I would really love it if he does. And yeah, hopefully he'll be an awesome, awesome player for us. And yeah, guys, that's going to end this episode, the 10th episode of Season 4 of Southend United. And don't forget, of course, to hit your target, which today, again, is just 1,000 likes. I know you guys have got it. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Episode 11 should be coming out either pretty much at the exact same time this is, or maybe a little bit afterward. I haven't really decided yet. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm yours, Game of the Masterbucks. Episode 11 coming out soon. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Peace out. Bye-bye.